my God, you guys, this shit is crazy. This whole day been crazy. I cannot believe what I am hearing on Beyonce's internet, child. I cannot believe it. We just had like a solar eclipse, and it's about to be a Mercury retrograde, and here they go talking about how Kevin Samuels has allegedly passed away and their allegations of his death. It's just mind-blowing, y'all. It is just mind-blowing. I can't. Welcome and welcome back to Mom Jeans by NUTCASE. I am the NUTCASE, Casey Nicole. If you are new here, this is my little channel where I talk about how I feel about things, okay? Thank you so much for stopping by, first of all. If you are returning as a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, leave me your feedback, okay? Do all the things. Turn on post notifications to all so that you can be caught up every time I post. If you have never been here, I am a very empathic person. I am a spiritual personality on YouTube, and I have a lot of opinions about things. So I discuss those opinions outside of tarot here. Speaking of which, I felt that I wanted to talk about this situation because I have a different take on it. I'm not here to talk about the allegations of Kevin Samuels' possible passing. I'm not here to debate that issue. What I'm here to talk about is the other aspect of this news within our society and what I see happening with people that I really don't think a lot of people are aware of, that I really think more people should be aware of. I know a lot of y'all are hip to the T. A lot of y'all know, and I understand that I'm not telling you anything new, but I want to give you guys my opinion as far as a spiritual standpoint on everything that's going on with these allegations and how it can very much so be detrimental to your own individual soul. It might get a little deep. I don't know. Fair warning, it got a little deep, so turn your headphones down. But stick around, you guys, and let's go ahead and get into this. All right, so everyone is commenting, giving their opinions about how they feel about the alleged passing of Kevin Samuels. We do not know if this is true just yet, at least at the time that I'm recording this video. We don't know if it's true. And I would hope, because of Kevin Samuels being a human being, I would hope that nothing bad has happened to him. Even if he's done some questionable things in life, I would hope that nothing bad has happened to him, because it's just not cool when people die, when people pass away. It's something that's really hard, and even though a lot of people may have their grievances with him, I know that there's people out there who love him, and I would never want to wish any type of pain like that on any other person. I lost my mom when I was really young, so that's why I feel that way about the situation. But it's very interesting to see people's responses. People feel very differently about Kevin Samuels. Everybody has a different opinion, and if you just think about regular human beings, not even so much people who are in the spotlight or influencers, even regular human beings have haters. Like, we all got haters. You're not going to be able to please everybody in life, right? And I'm not necessarily co-signing or agreeing with what Kevin Samuels is saying. I'm talking about the societal reaction to the situation. And no matter who you are, you're going to have haters. So there's people who are going to feel positively about him allegedly passing away, and there's people who are going to feel negatively about it, right? like what I feel like people aren't realizing who are in the frame of mind of rejoice or affirmation that comes with the allegations of his passing is that it could very well be detrimental to your own progression in life if you dwell in that negativity. What I mean is that, like, if you don't know, I don't know where you've been, I don't know what rock you've been sleeping under, but we're in a spiritual warfare. It's a lot of shit going down where people are getting spiritually attacked. It's a lot of things happening in this world right now that people are having to deal with, like, on a deeper level, like mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. There's a lot of demonic forces that are kind of floating around in this world right now, influencing people very negatively and influencing people to gravitate more towards negativity. And a lot of people are falling for the fucking okie doke because they just are not aware of what the fuck is going on. They're not aware of themselves. And it's really kind of like spiraling our society into this cesspool of bullshit that I really feel like people don't understand. And I would be very mindful if I were those people who are rejoicing or celebrating the passing allegedly of Kevin Samuels. Even if they don't know it's true, they're still rejoicing it. And I feel like that's really dangerous. Even if someone lived a life that was shitty and hurt a lot of people or made a lot of enemies, did a lot of negative things, you're going to be adding more negative karma onto yourself by rejoicing in the passing of that person, right? For example, if someone walks around and they are hateful to everyone they meet, or you have someone who is a SK, they out here taking lives repeatedly, and then they are taken off of this planet. Whatever way they leave this planet, they lose their life, whatever that may be. That has eradicated the karma. Like, is that the right word? Shit, eradicate. Yes, that's the right word. That has eradicated, put an end to that cycle of what that person is doing. They did something that was negative. They got a negative result. Karma executed, right? Karma is not just negative. Karma can also be positive. You do something positive, you give back to your community, you help the elderly, you help children, you try to positively influence the world, good things come to you. That's what I feel like people don't understand in society these days, is how karma works. They think it's always something bad, but it's not just something bad. You can have rewarding karma and you can have challenging karma. So whatever Kevin Samuels has going on with his content, whether you think it's positive or negative, it does not matter necessarily, like what you think as a person. It's about the universal laws. So if the universal laws feel like he's doing something negative, then he is going to have to be the one to repay that negative karma and make up for that or pay for that in some type of way, right? If the rumors are true that he has passed on, this is like real life execution of karma. And it's crazy because this is going to continue happening on more of a drastic scale. And I mean, it's been happening, but there's a lot of crazy shit that's going on. And like I said, we are in a spiritual warfare. So not only is your individual soul being tested, but the collective energy of the planet and of humanity and of the population is being tested. If you are an individual who feels tempted to respond or react or comment on what has happened allegedly to Kevin Samuels, and you feed into these negative rumors by rejoicing or being glad or saying anything that's kind of smug, because it can be very slight, you know, saying anything smug or dismissive about the situation, disregarding kind of the emotions that come with the loss of a human life, you want to be very mindful of that. You want to be very careful of that, because now you're taking the karmic connections of a situation and creating a cord that is connected to you, to where you are going to have to answer to those emotions or those statements that you put out. And it's not necessarily that you're going to have to answer by judge and jury. It's not necessarily that you're going to have to stand at the pearly gates. It might be, I don't fucking know. But I want people to think about this in a different way and see how this example can be activated in your everyday life. If you're a person who's sitting there rejoicing or talking about this man's possible passing and glad in it, you're creating a cord of negativity that is going to be connected to you that you're going to have to answer for. That's it. That's period. In some way, shape, or form, you're going to have to answer for it in your life. It may be a situation where, like, and I don't wish any negativity on anyone, but I'm just speaking about the facts of the laws that govern the universe. Not the laws of man, but the universal laws that govern humanity from a deeper, soulful, spiritual standpoint. If you're an atheist and you don't believe in that, then that's fine. I'm not talking to you. But if you're a person who understands the connections of the soul and the deeper meanings behind situations that happen in life, you know that nothing is a coincidence. So I would be very mindful if I was those people who were out there rejoicing this man's alleged passing and saying anything negative about it, making jokes about it, because that's another human life. And the reason why we're spiraling into this cesspool is because we as a society have created this immense disregard for human life. And I think it's really sick. And I think that's the problem as to why we're all experiencing so much fucking trauma, is that a lot of us are feeding into it. And we're feeding into it out of fear, out of anger, out of a whole plethora of reasons. But if you are someone who kind of borders, being uncomfortable with what people are saying and kind of understanding what people are saying, and you're kind of teeter-tottering on the line, towing the line, I would be very mindful about what I say, whether it be within conversation in private, whether it be on the internet. Be very mindful of what you say about people, especially about someone possibly passing away, because that is a human life. And at the end of the day, it's going to come back to you in some type of way, because you're connecting a cord of karma to yourself from a situation that you have nothing really to do with. And it's like you're creating challenges for yourself in your own life. It could come to the point where we find out that he's alive and well and he's fine. It could come to a point where it is confirmed that he's passed away. Who knows? Nobody knows. But at the end of the day, from a spiritual standpoint, you can't sit there and say negative things about somebody or be hurtful towards somebody and it not come back on you. So I don't know. I just feel like it's crazy how society reacts to situations. I feel like it's crazy how social media has escalated to the level that it has escalated. It's crazy to me how no matter what platform you are on, no matter where people gather, there is just this perpetual growth of hostility, negativity, and hatred that is like festering within humanity. And I feel like a lot of people just don't give a fuck. I feel like they don't give a fuck. And it's really sad that people are sitting here happy about a man dying. Yeah, that nigga, listen, the nigga said some crazy ass shit. He has said some very disrespectful things, and I am a black woman. Y'all can call me whatever you want to call me, but one thing I am not is a hater. And it's a lot of people who claim that they are not haters that be out here spreading a whole lot of motherfucking hate online, especially. And I just feel like it's really ugly that people, it's really sad actually that people can't see how ugly they're becoming. People can't see the spirit or the entity that they're morphing into by feeding into all this bullshit. So I would be very careful. And if you're somebody who doesn't agree with what people are saying in a negative way, it's like you don't have to agree with what the fuck the man said, but it was his opinion. And that's the problem. We are losing our right to speak our minds. We are losing our right to express and exclaim our opinions within the society because of the way that people respond in such a volatile way. Nobody can say anything. Nobody can speak on anything. Everybody's shadow banned and silenced and shut the fuck up through any possible means because people want everybody to be the same. Listen, everybody's not the same. I don't agree with what the man said, but I don't wish death on the man. That's crazy. And for him to be in a situation where he may be struggling with his life and y'all sitting here making jokes and laughing about it, like y'all really ought to be ashamed of yourself. And it's not even on no dramatic shit. It's just it's like common courtesy. And yes, if it's confirmed that the man has passed on, it's definitely a part of the reckoning. I firmly agree with that because the negativity that he has spewed out, it had to be paid back in some type of way. And if you continue to spew out negativity and you continue to influence people, especially young minds that could be listening to you, you're going to have to pay for that. But all my point is that all these people being negative about the karma that he may or may not have received, they need to be mindful that the same thing is liable to happen to them too. So just be very mindful about about what you do out here in these spiritual streets. Because when it's warfare, there's going to be a lot of casualties, spiritually speaking. Just make sure that you're not out here just spewing bile around because it feeds an egotistical, prideful need. So that's that on that. I done said what the fuck I gotta say. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave me your comments below to let me know how you feel about this video. What is your opinion on the situation? What is your opinion on what people are saying online? And how do you feel about society as a whole and where we're going as a society? If you are new here, like I said, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you're an existing subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Y'all be sure to check out my other content and be sure to check out my other channels. If you're interested in any type of spiritual guidance, I got you guys. I love you guys. And that's why we call them mom jeans, baby. Because everybody can't fit in them. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.